Hello, everyone. Okay, I hope everybody's still there. My computer just kind of did a weird glitch, so I hope we're okay. It looks like we're okay. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today for my weekly Facebook Live. I'm Ruth Norton with Ruth's Stamping Corner. I have a really fun card to share with you guys today. We're making a split Z-fold card. So it opens like that. There's we're going to talk more about this, but it is a really fun card. And I have some sneak peeks to share with you. I have lots of news to share with you. Lots and lots of products to share. So I can't wait. So we're going to jump right in. I have a few things to go over real quick, and then we'll jump into the project. The Meaningful Flowers Paper Pumpkin subscription period is now open. It's been open for a while, and it's getting ready to close. It'll close on August 10th. So if you want to jump in on this Meaningful Flowers Paper Pumpkin kit, make sure that you subscribe by August 10th. There's going to be 2 stamp sets in this kit. There's going to be the stamp set that coordinates with the kit, and then we also get a bonus distinctive stamp set, which is, it's always so much fun when we get extra gifts, and this one is going to be good. This distinctive stamp set's going to be good. We have a huge kits collection sale going on right now. I did a video yesterday in my VIP group, and it's also on my YouTube channel, where I go over 6 different kits, 6 of my favorite kits anyway, and I go over those in detail, show you everything that you get, show you everything that you can make. And so if you want to check that out, that's on my YouTube channel, or you can go to my VIP group. It's also in there. But you can save up to 30% on kits this month. I do recommend shopping earlier rather than later for these. Supplies are limited, and if they go out of stock, then they won't be available anymore. So shop early for the best selection on that one. Okay, if you earned bonus days coupons in July, it's time to redeem them. You have until August 31st to redeem your bonus days coupons. You can use them all in one order. So if you have $30 of bonus days coupons, you can use them all in one order. There's no minimum order that you have to spend either, so you can just start an order and add those to your order and save a bunch of money. So if you have those coupons, now's the time to redeem them. Look in your emails for those codes and add those in your online order when you're placing your online order with me. If you are shopping with me this month, whether you're using those host codes or not those host codes, those bonus days coupons, if you are shopping, please use this host code. This is my August host code. All orders receive a PDF with 3 exclusive projects. If your order's over $50, you're also going to get the make and take kit that coordinates with those. Please use that host code. It tells me that you want those that PDF and those make and take kits mailed. So this really helps me out. If your order's over $150, you don't need to use the host code because you're going to get Stampin' Rewards on that, and I'll still send you that make and take kit. But if your order's under $150, please use the host code. It is super important, and it really helps me out. It really helps my business, and I appreciate every little bit of support that I get. All right, guys, my card crate this month, this is my class to go that I offer. This is the Layering Leaves stamp set. It is phenomenal. I love the greetings in here, and I have not stopped using the greetings. They are so much fun. I adore them. So my class to go, you're going to get, this month, you're going to get 8 cards. You're going to get 2 each of 4 designs. They are beautiful. You're going to get all the supplies for these 4 cards. You can add on the stamp set if you want. The stamp set is not included in Card Crate, but you can add that on, and I pay the tax and shipping. But you do get $20 in product, and this month you're going to get the 4 square masks, and we're going to use this. You're also going to get a mini blending brush, a Stampin' Spritzer, and half a package of the In Color Pearls. So you're going to get a lot of stuff with this month's card crate. So make sure that you grab that one. You need to email me for the sign up for that one. I'll send you a PayPal link, and just let me know if you need to add on that Layering Leaves stamp set when you email me to get the link. It is $40 if it needs to be shipped. If you are local in the Albuquerque area, it's $35. You get a little discount because I'm not shipping them in the Albuquerque area. I think that's it. Yeah, the last day to RSVP for my August card crate is August 11th. So that's coming up pretty soon too. So make sure that you RSVP for that one. So that one's a good one. It's going to be a good class. All right, this is what we're making today. I think I'm going to raise my camera just a little bit because I want to make sure that we can fit everything in here that we need to fit in here later. Okay. This is what we're making today, this split Z-fold card. So you can see We're kind of going to be cutting it apart to make the Z-fold, and it's going to be, it looks harder than it actually is. I hope I'm going to break this down into steps that are easy to figure out. So I am using a brand new stamp set. This is actually coming in our next mini catalog. This is the Translucent Florals Bundle. So let me show the dies. This is a great little bundle, and I have shared this before. Stampin' Up! Featured this in an online event they did with demonstrators, and so I've shared a couple samples with this one before, and I have those to share at the end too, so I'll share those at the end. But this is a really fun bundle. The images are very like stained glass type images. I think they're beautiful. So I know a lot of you are like, I don't need another flower stamp set, and believe me, I don't need one either. I need another flower set like a hole in my head, but but here we are. I'm always drawn to them. The pre-order for demonstrators for the mini catalog actually started today, and I added more floral stamp sets to that one. So, you know, it never ends. We always need more, right? All right, so to make the base, we're going to start with the base. I'm going to use my paper trimmer for scoring. I usually pull out my Simply Score, but I'm going to use my paper trimmer because we're going to do a little bit of cutting as well. So I'm going to use my paper trimmer. You're going to need a piece that is 5.5 by 8.5, and I'm using pumpkin pie for my card base. On the long side, we are going to score it at 2 1/8. So when you're scoring, make sure you're using the light gray one. This is the scoring one. The dark gray one is the cutting one. So light for scoring. So 2 1/8 and at 4 1/4. Okay, so this is kind of your basic Z-fold. We're going to bring back our paper trimmer in just a second. This is your basic Z-fold measurements. So I'm going to burnish those score lines. This is going to help us see where we're going to cut later too. So just those score lines, a little burnish, and this is your basic Z-fold fun fold. Okay, now I have some DSP. We're going to actually adhere this before we do our trimming. That's going to make our life a little bit easier. There is some text on this DSP. It's very kind of faint in the background, but make sure you get that going right side up or somebody will notice for sure. So we're going to adhere these on. I have two pieces that are each 5 3/8 by 2. And then this piece is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And we're going to adhere these down. The two smaller ones are going to go on those smaller panels, of course, and then the bigger one's going to go on that bigger panel. The DSP that I'm using is from the Masterfully Made package. This is a gorgeous stack of DSP. This is the one with like all the hand-torn elements of it. That one's beautiful. That one's stunning. Stampin' Up! Did a little background on how this paper was, how this DSP was made, and it was just fascinating. So this is one of my favorites for sure. I've bought multiple packages of it because it's so good. I've gone through a lot. Okay, we're gonna glue these down. So make sure your text is going the right way, and I'm gonna go a little bit more heavy-handed with the glue because we're gonna be trimming this up a little bit, and I want to make sure that everything stays where it's supposed to stay. Now your piece for this one is going to be cut to 4 1/8. I had just a scrap of this one left, so I'm cutting this one at 4. So it's going to be a little bit shy on this side, but that's okay. But when you do it at 4 1/8. That will just make your borders look a little better, but it works either way. So make sure the text in the background, it's very faint, but you know, whoever you send this to, they might notice. So just take a couple extra seconds and make sure that that is all lined up. Okay. And this one, which way is my text going? I think this is right. And you're just going to have a slight border around these edges because there's only 1/8 of an inch smaller. Okay, so we're going to pull back our paper trimmer now. Isn't this paper gorgeous? It's so pretty. I didn't do much else to this card because this paper is so stunning. Okay, so we're going to bring back our paper trimmer and make sure I'm all on camera. So we are going to, we're going to turn it this way so our 2 1/8 score line is at the top, and we're going to measure at 1 3/4. Okay, and this time we're going to cut. So I'm going to bring in my cutting blade, and we're going to cut from that score line. Now on the blade, I'm going to pull this out so So you can see on the blade, there are little lines on the side here. They're on both sides. That tells you exactly where that point to that blade is. So make sure that you use these little lines on the side for guides. So 1 3/4. And I'm gonna line it up with my score line. Hopefully I can do this without getting my head in the camera. I'm gonna line it up with my score line, and there is a ruler on the side here, and we're gonna use that as well. And hopefully I can read it. So you're lining it up at 2 1/8, and then we're going to cut down to 6 3/8. So I'm actually gonna try to find that before we get started. So that's right here. So we're going to cut down to 6 3/8. So I'm just using, move this up. I'm just using that that line on the side to find that 6 3/8 mark, and I'm just going to cut that. You are going through some DSP and cardstock, so just make sure you give it a nice little push. That's all you want to cut, okay? Just that piece, just like that, okay? Perfect. Now, oh, we need the trimmer one more time. I need to score. All right, now we're going to put this in, and I'm just going to eyeball it. You can also line this up at 6 3/8, but I'm just going to use my my scoring blade the same way. I'm just going to line up the end of that cut mark with the line on the score, and you're just going to score down to the bottom here. You just need to make a score line from the edge of that cut mark to the bottom of the cardstock. So this is the only place I scored. I think you can see that on the back a little bit. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, you'll see it in a second. Don't worry. All right, so that is all the cutting and scoring. So we have this piece, and then we just need to fold on this score line right here. This one, and then the rest we've already burnished those lines, so they'll just kind of come together just like that. Okay, and make sure everything is lined up. Perfect, and that is your Z-fold card, your split Z-fold. Isn't that fun? So it wasn't too hard. You're just making one slit, and I'm actually gonna cut this just a little bit further down to that score line. There we go. All right, so there we go. It's not complicated. Once you do it the first time, I do recommend getting that DSP on first, because if you don't put that DSP on first, then you kind of have to maneuver it later and try to cut it again, and it's just easier to put the DSP on first. So make sure you take the time to get that DSP on first before you do that slit, and once you do, you have a beautiful card. It'll stand up on anybody's table or mantle or wherever they're putting it, their desk. So that's the basics of it, okay? We're good with that. All right, now let's move on to our stamping. Again, I'm going to use that translucent florals set, and I have some scraps of white here, and I'm going to use Sweet Sorbet for one of my flowers. And that's going to go down here, just on the white. Look at how stunning that is. Doesn't that give you like stained glass vibes? I really love it. I think it's beautiful. All right, that's Sweet Sorbet. We're going to put that away. Now the colors that I'm using, I used from that. They're right from the DSP, so I'm using the DSP for my color inspiration. Crushed Curry for this one. It's going to go right down. Well, let's try that one again. These little dots I'm not too fond of, so we're going to try that one again. Press a little lighter this time. It goes too heavy-handed. There we go. Much better. Beautiful. Put my bone folder back. That one jumped out. All right. That was Crushed Curry. And then finally, we're going to use Pretty Peacock for our leaves. This is a big stamp too. That's good. A lot of flower stamp sets are much smaller, so that's one of the reasons I like this one too, because the images are nice and big. So you're going to get lots of good layouts with this one. All right, and beautiful. Look at that. Stunning, right? All right, with the Pretty Peacock ink, we're going to stamp one more thing. I have a greeting, or a circle that I have die cut. And do I have those dies here? I do. I have, I used the circle dies that are in the Reach for the Stars. This is the one that goes with the little space shuttle. And I used the third, I think it's the third smallest. Let me see. I think it's the third smallest. Yeah, I used the third smallest one for the circles. I know when we got rid of the circles, the layering circles dies last year, a lot of people were upset, but we still have circles, guys. You just have to find them in our other die sets. So that one's a good one because it's got a whole stack of different sizes. And we're just going to stamp happy birthday right on our circle in the pretty peacock. All right, that's all of our stamping. So let's move this stuff out of the way before I stick my hand in it. Now, there are, of course, those dies. You're going to cut these out through the magic of television. I've already die cut these. So I'm going to set these aside. I'll use those later. So we have our pieces all die cut, so we're going to stick them onto our card now. I have a couple other pieces here. These are from the deckled rectangles. I have those dies. I do. I'm so prepared. This is the third and fourth smallest. So if you're counting it from the smallest, these are the third and fourth. We're going to use one for the outside and one for the inside. Because this DSP is so busy, I decided we needed somewhere to write a message. So we're going to use one of those pieces on the inside. That way you have a place to write a message. So the bigger one is going to go on the outside. So we're going to start with that one. I'm going to start with my leaf image. And I'm just going to use Stampin' Seal for this. This one's going to go down flat. And a couple of those leaves are going to hang off the side, just like that, hang off the left side. We're going to use dimensionals for our other two flowers, so grab a couple of those. Put them on our sweet sorbet flower. That one's going to go kind of off to the right there. Our crushed curry flower. Okay, perfect. That one's going to go kind of back off to the left. We're just kind of going back and forth here. And then our greeting's going to go down here on the bottom right. I'm just going to put one dimensional right onto that deckled rectangle, just so we know that no adhesive is going to hang off the back of this. And that's just going to go just like that. Perfect, right? So pretty. All right, now let's get this onto our card. Now we need to be strategic about where we're putting our adhesive for this, because this is all going to hang, this is all going to be exposed back here. So if you put adhesive there, you're going to close your card shut completely. So we're only going to put a little bit of adhesive along this left side. And then I'm going to put one down here right behind the greeting. It's on the bottom right corner. Okay, so I'm using dimensionals. You can use a different adhesive if you want to, of course. And then you're just going to kind of center this where you want it. That looks good, and we're going to place that down. So perfect. All right, now let's get this piece inside. This is for writing a greeting. Now, this is not gonna, you're not gonna be able to write a lot with this, but you can always use the back too if you need to write. If you need to write more. Now I'm just gonna kind of close this up a little bit. You know what, this needs to go over just a little bit more. Let's see, can I pull this up? I think I can. I take apart my cards a lot. Do you guys do that? Do you guys take apart your cards? I tend to do that quite a bit. So we just want to leave room, enough room for this piece to slide behind. So just kind of eyeball it. It's not going to be centered, and that's okay, but we just don't want to see it when the card is closed. So just line that up, just set that down, and then when the card is closed, you're not going to see it, but you're still going to have plenty of room to write on the inside. Just like that. Okay, so it's going to be more off to the left there, which is fine. All right. Beautiful. All right, one more finishing touch. I'm going to use these Tinsel Gems. This is the 4-pack. They come in a 3-pack and a 4-pack, and there's different colors in the 3-packs. I'm going to use these kind of pretty peacock colored ones. And we're just going to put a couple up here and one down here. And that is it. There, I don't think it needs any more embellishments because it's just already so stunning. That DSP is doing so much of our hard work for us, so it doesn't need anything else. So this is our split Z-fold card with our sneak peek of the translucent florals stamp set. Now you may have remembered, was it in June, I think, we had that demonstrator event, and I did post these cards made with it. This is also made with the translucent florals. These were made at a demonstrator event, a virtual demonstrator event. So really beautiful bundle. You can do so much with these. This one is made more with the dies. We didn't really use the stamps on here. We have the leaves right here, but those dies were die cut out of vellum. We colored those with some Stampin' Blend. So really, really beautiful techniques for that for that bundle. So these are all featured on my blog last month, so you can check those out. And then if you want more information, these will be up on my blog a little bit later today. I do have a new series starting in my VIP group. So there's a link to join my VIP group in the video description. And I have a series starting on Sunday. We're going to do a Sneak Peek Sunday. So I'm going to be sharing over all the Sundays in August. I'm going to be sharing lots of sneak peeks from our upcoming mini catalog. And this week, I'm going to be sharing a brand new punch bundle. I'm going to show you the card real quick, okay? This is what we're making. Okay, so join me on Sunday in my VIP group. I'll be posting times and stuff later this week for all the details on that, but we're going to do Sneak Peek Sunday, a brand new series in my VIP group. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. And if you're watching this on Facebook, please share this with your crafty friends. If you are watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe to my channel. Remember, if you're shopping my online store, please use this host code for orders under $150. If your order is over $150, don't use that host code. You're still going to get all the rewards. So, all right, guys, I will see you guys next week. My kids start school tomorrow, so it's going to be a good week. I'm looking forward to a kid-free household next week. So thank you guys so much for joining me again. And make sure you join my VIP group so you don't miss Sneak Peek Sunday starting this Sunday. All right, guys, have a great week. Bye.